Sorry about the take two. I am just really still learning this whole video thing. Pretty new to it. Anyway, this paper, of course, is Club Scrap, and these blings, they're out there in all of your local scrap stores. That came in the Club Scrap kit. It just matches. The Club Scrap kit this month had a real oceany theme, and I kind of tried to limit it in this mini. I didn't know whether Elena lives near the ocean. I know there's a lot of ocean in Greece, but I didn't know whether she lived near the ocean. She can always just cover that with a picture, but I thought it was pretty, so I left it. And then on the back, I stamped. And this is that ribbon. Oh, I think it looks like this. And I just cut one of them off. I'm the worst about just cutting one little flower off and using it with these kind of ribbons. But anyway, that's what that is. And then just a little bit of ribbon up there. Oh, I love this knobby, shiny fiber that I tied this with. And this is some beautiful batik fabric that I had. Last year I did home ec. I taught home ec, and I had gotten this fabric for this girl that had butterfly batik, and I have scraps of it left over. And it's just kind of a neat memory for me because that girl really changed a lot last year. I taught middle school home ec last year, and she was a pre-trouble kid, and watching her come around and turn into a young lady was really a special experience. So anyway, I had some scraps left, and it's just a cut piece of fabric, but it's just so beautiful. Anyway, turn the page. This is the first one I did, and it's quite interesting. I don't know. Anyway, this is some thrift store ribbon, and I distressed it. And I used peeled paint, by the way, to distress this. And then this is just some little thin ribbon, and I made that little bow. And then I had this tag, or this large chipboard tag here. It's behind this button, and I attached it to make a little place to tuck. And then there's a bling over the little flower bling there over the hole. And then this button, I think it was Making Memories that made those. See, it's got a palm tree in it, so it mirrors these palm trees. Anyway, it's kind of pretty. This paper flower is one that my daughter and I made when we were practicing Roxy Carr's flower method. It's kind of neat. And then I just made I just cut out some leaves and put them there. They're just free-handed. And I turned this into a little fold out, and each section has a tag. So this was a sticker from that kit. I let this one page has a lot more of the ocean theme on it. And then, of course, there's that fern that I've been using, and this is a Stampin' Up! Stamp that I use periodically. And then there's just this little tag with the Stampin' Up! Stamp and a little journaling spot on the back. And then this pulls out again one more time, and this is a Club Scrap stamp. And then this is a tag, and it's got a journaling spot on one side, and of course that little Stampin' Up! Vine on the other. So it's kind of cool. And then it just tucks under there. This part is pretty plain, other than this gorgeous paper, which I don't remember where I got it from. Have no idea. Anyway, and then there's this ribbon, and it is open so that she can tuck something under it. And then there's just this paper clip with a bit of ribbon here. And here is a tag that I made with tons of glimmer mist. I mean, like 3 colors of my homemade glimmer mist. And, oh, it looks like my little thing came undone. This stamp is a Club Scrap stamp. Let me just pull this through here. Yeah. And then on the back is just some pattern paper, and I've stamped that fern again. Used that fern a lot throughout this piece. And then the back is pretty plain. It says "Just for You," and it has my name and that fern and the date that I finished it, which was 3/15. So that is my mini for Elena, and I hope she loves it. It was an interesting experience making this because I don't know why, but I just felt like if English isn't their native language, I don't want to put tons and tons and tons of English phrases into the book. And I suppose she probably doesn't care. She probably speaks English. I know she speaks English fairly well, but but nonetheless, I tried to focus on images rather than words, which is unusual for me because I'm an English teacher. And it was just an interesting experience, finding all these pieces and putting it all together and using up my stash. That was the best part of this piece. And I'm going to be making one almost identical for me. It's in the works, so I'll share that with you when it gets finished. Okay, thank you and have a good night.